Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and today I'm coming to you with an unboxing and product review of the Olight Odin GL M weapons mounted light. Now, before you frantically type in the comment section below that you're unsubscribing, don't worry, you don't have to. I'm a libertarian. If you don't like the content that I make, you are more than welcome to leave and go elsewhere. I am reviewing this because Olight sent it to me for free. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you guys know that I am brutally honest when it comes to my thoughts and opinions on products. I have gotten products for free in the past that I did not like and thought was a piece of junk, and the company never contacted me again. I still published my honest thoughts and opinions. So I promise you guys that I will be as forthright as I possibly can. I am not being paid by Olight. I get no kickback codes, nothing else except this product to review. I'm going to unbox it. Now I have a little bit of history with this because they actually sent me an older version of this a few months ago. And after them not telling me anything about it, I finally made a video on it. Then they asked me to take it down because they said they were going to release a new version of it. And I said, okay. So I delisted those videos. I think I'm allowed to put those back up now, which I may. But this is supposed to be an updated version of that. So I'm a little bit familiar with this light and laser combo and how it works. So with all of that said, and by the way, I'm going to do the same thing that Mr. Guns and Gear does, that if the fact that I am reviewing an Olight product makes you so upset that you have to write nasty things in the comments, as I said, don't worry, relax. I'll just delete your comment. You don't have to watch. And if you're going to unsubscribe, go ahead and unsubscribe. And I will also put a link in the description below for you to get mental help. There's a crisis hotline down there. So if the fact that an internet gun reviewer is reviewing a gun product on their channel bothers you that much, there is help down there, and I ask that you go and seek it. All right, so let me adjust the camera. Let's unbox the Odin GL M. Let's see what's inside, and then I'm going to mount it to my NS15 by North Star Arms and see what I think. All right, so here's the box that it comes in. It's always very attractive from Olight. It says it has a max output of 1500 lumens. The GL in this title means it has a green laser, and that is incorporated into the bezel or inside of the light emitter. It's really kind of an innovative design. The box is really nice. Let's open it up, see what we get here. I know there's a magnetic flap on it. Here it is. And it says, thank you for being part of our Olight family. Your support is why we do this. Enjoy. All right, so let's open this thing up. Little warning label says, congrats on your new Olight Odin GL M. As I mentioned, I have a little bit of experience with the older Odin GL. So let's see here, I can get this out. That's in that foam, kind of tight. Let's just get the foam out, I guess. Let's get everything out of the bottom here. So we have a pressure pad, which is really cool. So you can mount it to your rifle. It has a low and a high setting, and it does come with a Picatinny rail mount. This is supposed to mount to M-LOK, or there's supposed to be a mount for the light. I kind of wish there was an M-LOK mount for this as well, but you have to have a piece of Picatinny rail for this. Let's see what else we get in here. We get, I guess, some little tie downs, and that's for the cable to go around your rail. You get an owner's manual, and you get something else. I believe this is going to be, actually I have no idea what this is going to be. Oh yeah, this is all the mounting hardware. So there's the mounting hardware to mount it onto the rifle. So as you can see, I have not even opened this box in the past, and there is the magnetic charger, which is really cool. Then let's get the light out of here. And here it is. Remove this before using. You have the green laser emitter inside of the bezel there. Pretty nice. I wonder if the battery here needs to have the little plastic thing taken off for it to work. Yep, there it is. And this thing does use a really, what I think is a weird battery, but people have told me in the past it's not a weird battery. This is a 21700, 500 milliamps, 3.6 volt battery. This one's made by Olight. This one is rechargeable. I believe there are non-rechargeable options as well. So let's put the cap back on. Let's make sure this thing functions. So I believe the button in the back should turn it on. There's the laser. And you change the settings up here. So you have the combo. See, there's the combo, and here would be the light. That works. And the laser light combo, which I don't think is going to come across on the camera, but the light and the laser are both shining right there. That's pretty cool. All right, so let me get all of this out. I will mount it to my rifle, and then I will turn off the lights. We'll see how this thing performs, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. All right, so I got this Olight Odin GL M mounted to this rail, and it works really nice, but there is a problem that I think they changed with the design, and I understand probably why they did it. The older Odin GLs had a single switch or a button here that locked the light into place. But the fact that you have a laser, you definitely want to keep zero. They now have some little set screws as well to tighten that up. One of the things I liked about the original Odin GL is how quickly you could get this off and just use it as a tactical flashlight. Now, when you lock it into place or unlock it to get it off, you also have to loosen those set screws. Not that that's a problem, but when you want to charge this, you kind of want to take it off the rifle. The cord that they provide is not all that long. So it does take a little bit more work to get it off the rifle if you want to take it off. Another thing that I wish they would have addressed is the mounting system for the switch. Now, most likely they wanted you to mount the switch on top of the rail. I know a lot of people like to have that type of hold. For myself, I don't find it very comfortable. I've done videos in the past where I talk about why I like vertical foregrips, and it has to do with the fact that I have rheumatoid arthritis. I can't really comfortably wrap my arm around the handguard. I know a lot of people like to have their thumbs on top. It's kind of the new tactical way to operate. Well, for me, it's not very comfortable, and it can kind of hurt my wrist, and that's just the limitations of having the disease that I do. So I like to mount the switch on the side. So I mounted a little piece of Picatinny rail here, and just like the original, this is a little loose. Not the Picatinny rail itself, but the mounting option. I kind of wish this was M-LOK as well, which would give you an option of mounting it on the side, which is what I like to do and how I want to use the vertical foregrip and use my thumb for both the low and the high power settings, but maybe also offer an option for people if they want to mount it up top. But this is just my own personal preference. It does mount where I want it to. It sticks out a little bit far, but it is comfortable and I can reach the pad. So that's pretty nice. So one of the things I do like about this is that the tail cap can come off, but it can also lock. When you put it on, it sticks on magnetically, and if you push the latch forward, it locks on, and now it will not come off. I kind of think that's kind of an ingenious design. So once again, you can get this light off really fast for charging or to use it as a tactical flashlight. Something that I don't like about it is that this thing is kind of big, but I understand it has a gigantic battery and they're trying to get as much life out of it as possible. And the fact that you're running a pretty darn bright light with a laser, a green laser, it's going to take up a lot of power. But the fact that it is a combo, I can give it a little bit of forgiveness because of its size and what the power needs of the device are. I don't think it's that unattractive, it just takes up a lot of real estate. The fit, finish, and build of it actually seems to be pretty darn nice. I'm happy with how it looks. The finish on this is some type of anodized finish. Everything on it looks attractive. I don't see any machine marks. Everything looks nice. The switch to go between the light, the laser combo, and the laser, it's easily accessible. All the controls seem to be well thought out. I don't really have any problems with the light from that perspective. All right, so I'm now going to adjust the camera and we're gonna see how this thing lights up the garage and see its throw, its spill, and how center the light is. All right, so here we are in the dark garage. I have my camera pointed towards a little alcove in the back. I'm now going to turn on the light. And there it is. Now I know this is something that's really hard to capture on camera, but that is the hot spot in the spill. And I would say from reviewing a bunch of different tactical flashlights, this kind of has a medium-sized hot spot. So the center is not extremely bright and the spill is about medium. It doesn't necessarily fill up the whole garage, but it's also not a beam that's designed to be thrown a long distance. So I think for tactical purposes and for being inside a house, it's probably about right. But depending on the type of flashlights and the type of beams that you like, you may or may not like this. As I said, it's just kind of in the middle. So that's the beam itself. Now I'm going to switch to the laser, which as you can see is just a standard old green laser. I have to say the quality is really nice. The color is kind of an emerald green, and unlike other green lasers I've seen in the past, it doesn't have a tail, so it seems to be relatively centered. And just to show you how it works as a combo, there's the light and the laser together, and I hope that's coming across. I don't know if it will, but the beam of the laser is very bright right in the center, so if you want to use both, you can. So it's a pretty versatile little light. My only downside, I think, to this being a combo is the switch, especially in a tactical situation attached to the rifle, might be a little bit difficult to switch between because you have to take your hand off. I kind of wish that maybe they would have separated the switches on the panel, but instead they decided to put the switch on the light itself. But overall, seems to be good performance, nice brightness, and the light and the laser seem to function like they should. All right, so let me get this back on the rifle and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the Olight Odin GL M? Well, I have to say, for a mid-tier laser light combo, it's pretty good. No, it's not an Insight Technologies or a Steiner illuminator laser where you're gonna pay $800 or $1,300 for it, but it's also not some $25 piece of junk. It's in that nice middle range that I think is affordable for most people. Now, I'm supposed to release this video on December the 12th, which is actually the day that I'm filming it. So these things should be for sale now if you're interested in them. Just go to their site, go check them out, go buy one if you want. If you think that you're interested, I believe there's some type of sale. I don't really have all of the information on it because that's not what I'm interested in. I am just interested in reviewing the light for you and you guys going and making your own choices. I'm a libertarian. You guys do you, I do me. I just bring you the information. As I mentioned, I do have a few issues with this particular laser light combo. It is a little bit big. I don't like the fact that the pad is only mountable to Picatinny rail. I know they want to mount it to the top. I like to mount it to the side. I wish there were some more options for that. I like the fact that it is rechargeable. I like the fact it is a laser light combo. I like the fact it is a green laser. It seems to be well built. It seems to be durable. And when everything is locked down, it is tight. And I don't think you're going to have any problems with zeroing that laser. So there it is, the Odin GL M. Some things about it I think are an improvement over the original, and some things I think are kind of a downgrade. I think I may like the original Odin GL just a little bit more just because of the way that it mounted to the rail without needing those extra set screws. But this probably is going to be more accurate. So there you go, the Olight Odin GL M laser light combo. Once again, this was sent to me for free. I'm allowed to do my own review on it and give you guys my personal thoughts and opinions. And that's it. So as you can see, some positive things, some negative things. I think overall it's a pretty darn good light. So on my star system, how would I rate? Well, I'm going to give this thing 4 out of 5 stars. It doesn't hit a home run. It's not a grand slam, but it's not cheap either. When you hold these Olight lights, they don't come across as feeling cheap. They come across as feeling pretty substantial. Overall, I'm pretty happy with all of the Olight products I've ever gotten. I understand some people don't like them. I understand some people in the past have had problems with the batteries. I haven't experienced any of those, but I promise you, if I ever do, I will definitely report on it here at the Texas Gun Vault. So 4 out of 5 stars for the Odin GL M weapons mounted light. And as I mentioned, you can go on their website and find it. I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing one or checking them out and getting more on the specs. And I already know you've already seen other YouTubers put this out. That's perfectly fine. This is my take. Maybe they are 100% positive or 100% negative. I'm kind of in between. I just give you guys my honest opinions and reviews. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And once again, if you hate me, you don't have to put in the comments that you're unsubscribing and I'm some type of Olight shill, because I don't think I am. If I was, when I tell you about things about the light I don't like, well, you guys can decide. But I'm just trying to make some content here for the Texas Gun Vault. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.